What's happening, man? On my break. You feel me? Gotta eat. I talk to you, feel me? Sometimes people will take you for granted when you do the same thing over and over. They don't get to appreciate you because they see you too much or you come there too much. So sometimes you just gotta take a break away from the things that people see you or normally know you for, so they can tend to appreciate you a little bit more. Feel me? Anyway, I got a story to tell. I remember one time. Hold on. I remember one time it was my son's birthday, right? It was his. I think he was turning 3 years old. Everybody was there. I was there, of course. His mother was there. His sister was there. The little neighborhood kids was there. Everybody was just, chilling, having fun. He was getting all the attention. You feel me? He was just getting all the attention. Because it was his day, it was his birthday, and it was his birthday party. Out of nowhere, his sister started crying. First, people started ignoring her. It wasn't the kind of cry that she just started crying right away. It started off like a whining. Everybody was like, son, we don't know. But we kept on praising my son. Then the cry started getting louder and louder. He was like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, today's your brother's birthday. Everybody's having fun. What is wrong with you? Why are you crying? Her explanation was that her brother was getting too much attention and it made it feel like she was not loved. That was her explanation to why she was crying. So the mother had to comfort her and be like, look, today's his birthday. Next month is going to be your birthday, da-da-da. Or something like, we've already celebrated your birthday already. It doesn't mean that we don't love you, da-da-da. You feel me? She was in a child state of mind, not thinking that. She thought the amount of attention that her brother was getting meant that we didn't love her. Although this girl worked in the house and she get allowance, her allowance is her payment. She has a savings account. She has her own room that she cleans and everything else. She acts like an adult. But yet she has not matured in other areas of understanding things like, hey, just because somebody's getting attention doesn't mean that you're an ugly person. Hold on. Right. Just because somebody's getting attention doesn't mean that you're an ugly person. You feel me? It does not mean that. Eat some avocado. Anyway. It does not mean that. You feel me? Just because somebody's getting attention doesn't mean you're an ugly person, or doesn't mean that you are not loved. So we had to explain this to her and remind you. She act grown. She act like nobody can tell her what to do, but yet she couldn't understand that concept. She even has dolls that she has best friend with. Like, she has things organized in her mind like that. Hey, what's up? Yeah, you too. She even have things organized where you think that, oh, this girl, she's a grown little girl type shit like that. She take her, but she could not concept the jealousy part of it. And I say that to say this about the people, my haters, you feel me? They seem to be grown. They seem to have their things in order. But they tend to get very jealous when I tend to look at somebody else instead of them. If I pay too much attention to something else and it's not them, they tend to act like that. I see that little girl in them. Whether it's a man or a woman, I see that little girl in them who just can't compute what is going on. And just like that little girl, they've grown and they haven't checked that behavior, and they tend to attack in a physical way. Oh, they thought it was something else. You understand? This is the reason why they attack people, because they haven't checked that little girl and that little boy in them. So when things don't go their way, they tend to attack physically because they are emotionally hurt. Instead of that little girl crying now, the little girl has run out of tears. She's a grown woman now. She's not a grown woman now, right? So now she's going to physically hurt you. Whether it's through the means of using other means to do it, drugging you, punching in your face. You see, in that moment, she would have attacked her brother if we wasn't around. She's like, you motherfucker, you taking all my attention. She thought that was, you know what I mean? She couldn't compute it. And that's what these people do as a group. Hi, how you doing? How are you? All right. I'm all right. Now it's open.
It's open?
Yeah. Oh, it's live. That's the first time ever.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Probably gotta go around now.
I believe I do.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. All right. So just like that little girl that has not grown up, they don't know how to talk out their problem. You literally have to confront them and comfort them so that they can tell you what's really going on. But they're so grown and they're stuck up in their ways and they're so stubborn because the behavior was going unchecked for so long and they're grown now. It's quite impossible to even check that behavior. I got a few more minutes with y'all. It's like almost impossible to check that behavior. So how do you literally have to, for a grown person like that, hold on. You damn near have to lie to them. Massage them. I'm talking about emotionally. So that they don't cry at you. And they cry, it's not tears. They let it pass. Because I'm saying something, that's why they started making noise now. Because they thought it was just another kid's story. No, this is not a cartoon. This is more like South Park. For grown kids. For real. So, I'm gonna name this video South Park, actually. So they don't know how to compute it. They don't know how to just understand that, look, man, you are not all and beautiful. You are not the only child that's in the world. There's other people too. Sometimes there's special occasion for other people. Yeah, one day you get praised, the next day somebody get praised. You're not the only prettiest. You're not the only intelligent person in the room. Sometimes some people is gonna get more attention than you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to attack that person because that person look better than you, or that person said something smarter than you, or that person got a better sneaker than you, or he has a better car than you, or that person is getting some form of attention. You don't have to attack people for that. You feel me? And that's like, it's sad that I can't talk to them any other way. Because in that moment, when I was looking at her cry, I didn't understand why she was crying. But you need a mother's touch. So the mother came through and was like, it's okay, baby. Doesn't mean we don't love you. And I'm just confused by the situation. I'm like, bitch, like, but she was a little girl, so I couldn't say nothing. So I was just standing there like, what the hell, nigga? It's your brother, nigga. What the fuck? It's your brother's birthday. And I said that to say this. When she was comforted, she came to the understanding, and she was like, and she understood it. And she even gave her brother a hug and everything. She understood it in that moment. Even that child in that moment understood it and corrected her mistakes. How can you, as a grown-up, you keep crying and crying and crying, and people are trying to massage you and everything else, and it's not working because you got so much hate built up in you. You tend to attack everything else. And that shit is not cool. And I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's always everywhere. Like, it's crazy. It's like, if I can show these niggas no form of attention, and you showing somebody else attention, they take it as a threat. He doesn't love me. I always see the little girl. Like, I'll be like, look at that little girl. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. It's always, that's how I see it. In my mind, I see it like that. I'll be like, look at that little girl. Like, nobody checked that little girl when they was young. And look at what they grown into. And that's what I see every time. Every time. I gotta go, yo. And when these behaviors is not checked, this is when a little girl like that grows up and they start making threats about killing you and everything else like that. It's like, you don't love me, I'm gonna kill you, nigga. But they don't say it like that. Because remember, the behavior is grown, and it has manifested into so many things. It's like a tree with different branches. Lord knows what that shit has manifested into. And it disguises it so well. That little girl has grown, and she disguised her hurt feeling so well. You feel me? That you can't tell what it is. You feel me? But even her, in that moment, she fixed her problem. It's like you learn along the way when you grow up. But if you don't have a loving parent who can check that behavior, it grows into something else. You feel me? If it was me, I would have checked it a different way. Like, stop being selfish. You feel me? But thank God the mother was there, because that would have been the wrong way to go anyway. But look at it from this point of view. I say that to say this, man. If things don't go your way, there's no need for you to attack other people because things are not going your way. The only reason why you have to attack somebody else because you feel ugly about yourself. So you feel like I got to attack somebody to make myself feel pretty. And that's all you're doing. Because you have to cheat to win. You want to knock the cake over because it's not your cake. You feel me? Come on, man. Let's grow up already, man. Let's see little girls, man. For real. I really do see little girls. I'm about to go back to work. But it's disturbing, man. Y'all niggas don't even understand the half of it. It's disturbing. Man.